Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly, where I am scrapping around the world and taking all of the pictures I have taken from Universal Yum Box nights with my family. And Universal Yums are like boxes of snacks from different countries. So today I am doing another page from Spain. We've been to Spain twice with my family, and these are the two pages I did on the video I posted yesterday. These are my cover pages for the first time in 2019, and the second time was just this year. So this is the cover page, and there's going to be, I was going to do 4 pages for each country if I had this stuff for it, but Spain is going to be a little more than that. I think I'll have 5 pages altogether. So here's one for each of them, and I'll have 4 more. So I'm going to do the next 2, one for this year, the 2019, and one for the 2021. So I am going with the theme of the Spain flag is red and yellow. And I was actually scrolling through while eating breakfast this morning, looking for some inspiration for how I wanted to lay it out. I really enjoy layers, and I like different things like that. So this is my first inspiration. I love hexagons, they're so neat. And I really wanted to do something like this because I can incorporate all the different pattern papers that I have from the kit that I put together on another video I did yesterday. So don't worry, I am not gonna lay all these out on camera. I already did that. So this took me, what I'm gonna show you, between cutting, trimming, laying it down, and getting it perfect. Well, perfect is not true, but as good as I was comfortable and happy with. Probably around an hour, so I definitely would not be doing that on camera. And then the other page that I really drew some inspiration from is this. These are both from Pinterest. This one is, I think, yeah, Allison Davis. And this one, I can't find the tag on it, but it was a Pinterest posted a screenshot. And what I really took from this was this honeycomb shape in the back, because I had thought about the whole hexagon paper layout. So I decided I'd already have this created when I cut out my hexagons, and I do have more than one picture for this page, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to exactly scrap lift this, but this was my inspiration. So back to this one. Here is the page I did. So it is pretty similar, at least the outlining. I haven't done the middle part yet, but at least the outlining. I didn't want to do it exactly the same, but I did want to incorporate the red and the yellow. I picked 3 different pattern papers. 2 of them were double-sided, and then this solid red. So and then I just started on a corner and went around, and it is not perfect, but I love it. And then I did go back with a Zig Memory System pen and a marker and do the little stitching. I don't normally do that, but I do love it. Was on the inspiration page, so I thought that I would pull that in and jazz up this solid a little bit. So there is the base for that. And this is what I decided to do with the honeycomb type. This and this are the negatives from where I cut these out. That way I'm incorporating the same color scheme, but it's 2 different years, so they won't be next to each other at all, but it's still the same color patterns and it's not wasting. So I laid these out specifically on my Cricut Design space, so that they would kind of leave a different pattern and not just be a cross. I have the rest of mine that I will use for future pages. I am sure that you will see be pulled in and other countries maybe, because I've got more red and yellow in different countries. So I have this now, and what I wanted to do was, for this page, I have 3 pictures. The inspiration page has 2, but I have this picture of the paella that I made that I want to put on the page, because this is the second page in the layout. And then I have these 2 pictures. So this is the beginning. The box has just been opened by my nephew and my son. All the food's still in there in packaging, and this is the end result. All the dishes and all the little packages, because we had paella, and then we had all the snacks from the box. So I just want to kind of tilt these here, and I think I'm going to overlay them a little on the paella. This is actually still in the pot, and it was a recipe that I got from a friend of mine who is from Spain. So then with this, I wanted to do a lot of this layering. It was going to be 2 pictures and everything, but I wanted to get some of the layering in there. So, but I also wanted to incorporate some of these patterns and colors. So here is the picture, the main picture. It is the end result. We're a little neater these days, of the packaging, and a picture of the book, and they give you this map, and it's got, and a sticker. These are all the little things that you get with your box. So I am going to mat this on this yellow, which is one of these, and I'm going to put that here. So it's covering the gap between the 2 honeycombs. And then I have this picture of my daughter and my son, of one of the foods that came out of the box that they liked. Do not ask me why my daughter has her mask on her chin still in this picture. Bless her heart. So that will be right there. This paper is the back of this, and I just love that because it'll match. And I trimmed all of these little pieces off of the paper that I had the honeycomb and made the hexagon. So I literally took 1 sheet of this, so this is double-sided, 1 sheet of this one, which is double-sided, 1 sheet of red, and then this 8.5 by 11 of this Park Lane super thick paper. This paper was so thick that when I cut it on my Cricut, it like didn't even really cut it all the way out. It was almost like it just perforated it, so I had to pop them out. So I had to do a little bit of trimming, which is probably part of why it took me so long to get all of this laid out. So so literally 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of paper, and you can see that I still have like all of this from the 8.5 by 11, and I had quite a bit still from this yellow cardstock. So this whole layout is less than 4 sheets of paper with a lot of leftover goodies for other pages. So because this was all about layering, I'm gonna set this aside for a minute because I want to do some layering on this. I have this one piece, and this is a Deja Vu paper, and this top line here says love puts the fun in together, and then it goes on to say the sad and apart and something else which got cut off. But this phrase is perfect for this layout because there's definitely a lot of love, and we had a lot of fun. So I'm going to tuck this piece right behind here. All right, I'm going to use glue for most all of this paper tucking, but I wanted to put this picture down here closer to the bottom because I am going to do a little bit of something up here. If you watch my other scrapping around the world videos, I have a couple of things of washi that I put on every page, and I want to do that on this page, of course. So I am just going to leave that space for that. All right, so I'm using my Tombow glue, and I'm not matting this down yet, but this is the corner that I want showing. And it does not have to be perfect because, well, it just doesn't. I am really happy with pretty much every page. I mean, there's always going to be pages you're not going to like. There's always going to be, things don't turn out the way that you envision. You just have to either roll with it, make some changes, whatever works best for you. I am pretty flexible in the aspect of I don't need it to be perfect because I make plenty of mistakes on my own, so it's okay. All right, so this is the back of this paper. So that matches perfectly. Came from over here as well. Then I have this yellow. I am just, well, bringing the tape in the trash with me. Okay. I do not have a problem with these corners being out and these arrows. I will probably cover this space right here with a embellishment. Just because I don't want that necessarily being there. All right, and I'm gonna put this, and I did lay all this out and kind of make sure that I like the way it looked before I did all this, which is not something I usually do, just because I don't plan. All right, get this here. I love this paper. I'm pretty sure, well, it all came from Hobby Lobby, and I'm pretty sure that one is, I know it is, yep, American Cross Page Evans. And I love that her braiding strips have the pattern on the back of it. Okay, so I'm going to use one more little piece of this same pattern up here to bring in and cover this little spot on the bottom. Just like this. So once it's matted on there, it's lots of layering, but I'm not wasting tons of paper. And if you lay a full piece of paper under there, that's fine. That's totally up to you. But I am a little too much of a penny pincher to do that. So I keep all my scraps. I've watched a ton of videos on YouTube of people who are like, I don't keep anything that's not, at least a 4x6. And I'm like, oh, I mean, I have lots of little scrappy pieces of paper. Okay, so for now, I'm done with that. I'm going to do some more on there, but for now, I want to put this on here, and I am going to tuck this little piece just so I have a little bit of that same layering feel, but I don't want it to be as layered as this bottom one, because this is my focal point for this page. It's more about that, not that my kids aren't a focal point for me, but the book is all about the yum. All about the yum and all the fun that we've had doing the yum boxes. So I think I want this way. That helps cover up any kind of little miss and hit misses right there. And I don't really think that I have to put all that pressure on there because the Tombow stuff has been perfectly fine in the past. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down over here because I definitely know this is how I want it. I don't want to cover too much of my lovely hexagons, but I was not like in the inspiration video. Everything is in the middle, and I don't think anything came over the hexagons, but I was not that worried about it covering or touching a little. I just didn't want it to be a lot. So I'll put this one down, and then see, and I probably am putting this somewhere totally different from where I had it just a minute ago, but I'm okay with that. As long as it's not taking taking it, you know, hiding a bunch of stuff, the good stuff. All right, so there is that. Now I will pull in the two staples that I put on every single page. I have this washi tape that is Paper Studios, came from Hobby Lobby. I've never seen washi tape that has a backing on it that I have to get off. This is something I probably should have done before the video because it sometimes takes me a second to get it off. So I've been putting this on every page. It's like almost like a map underneath the wording, and it just says life is an adventure, and it's really neat, and I thought that it would be a good add-on and something to go from page to page. Now I already know for sure that I am putting this, I don't want that up there, right here. This is where I thought I would put it, right here. That's why I left this extra space on the yellow Paige Evans paper. And then this one, I think I want right above, just like with this one, right above the picture in the end. So let's see if I can get this off. I'm gonna try and remember for future videos to unback this and put it somewhere because this is silly. Okay, maybe I'm crazy because I haven't used washi much in my scrapbooking career, and maybe it's usually that way, and I've never seen washi backed like that. Okay, so then the other thing that I have put on every page is this is also washi, and I put 3 globes on every one of them. I'm gonna peel one. Ha! See, I'm getting smarter and smarter as I go. It is like almost a clear background, so if you're putting it on white, it will not see much of anything but the globe. If you're putting it on a color, you might get a little, like a darker color, you might get a little bit of that white coloring. If I want that there or not. I think I might move that. I had not thought about where I wanted to put these. I knew where I wanted to put this, but I wasn't sure about this. Okay, we'll just tuck this down here. And this one, I am going to set aside for once I'm done with. Now watch, I'm gonna forget. And then come later, I will be like, now wait a minute, where is that third globe? All right, put that one right there in the middle of that little space. And then this one, I'll put down here by this picture. I love that you can pick washi up, especially like right away. And this one down here by this picture, because then it makes me feel better when, if I make a mistake. Not that I ever do that. Okay. There's the stapled, like the every page that I'm gonna do, except I still have this one, and I'm going to put it here on my water cup, because if I don't, then I will forget it. Even if I forget it while you all are watching, then at least I will remember before I drink more water. Okay, so then the next thing I have is I have these stickers from Spain. Well, they're not from Spain, they are Spain stickers. Embellishments from Jolie's Boutique. I couldn't tell you how long I've had these. I got a lot of this kind of stuff back when my husband was deployed in 2007 and 2013, and I got a lot of stuff then. So I think I want to put, gotta be careful because like I said, these could be old. Put this sticker or embellishment. I am so used to just calling them all stickers. I'm gonna put it right here, and on the curve of the paella. Okay. And then this one, I think I am going to pull out one of my handy dandy. These are not Project Life. Oh yeah, Project Life cards. I think I'm gonna put this card on here and then journal. This says something about my favorites. I have it written down. See, look, I have these little post-it notes on here. Enjoy every moment. That's what this says. This one is something about, says my favorites. See, I don't speak Spanish very well. I do work for a Spanish immersion school, but, okay. So this, I think, is how I want to cover some of my connection changes, like these arrows pointing out. I think that I want to put this one. I should have tucked that and then put that over there, but that's okay. I think I will put this one down here, and then I will put an embellishment here. I do have like a lot of these really neat, colorful stickers. And since this says my favorites, and that is a loose translation, I am going to put this down. If I can figure out how to get into this sticker pack, because it is fighting me. I will fight back. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Let's see, what is this? This is, oh, the recollections. Okay, I couldn't, I'm looking for where you peel the thing up, and it wasn't there. It's all stapled into the thing. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I want to pull the red out, but it can't be too red because it's sitting on 2 different shades of red and 2 different shades of yellow. So this sticker here, this heart sticker, is red and yellow and blue, and I can put that right here on this corner. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this down, and since these Project Life cards are thick, I will definitely be okay with using the glue. I don't always use glue on things like this because sometimes they will wilt or something, like if it's a thinner thing, but these are like cardstock. So, all right, and then I will journal later, not on camera, you're welcome. And then I think I want to go ahead and put some hearts, or at least a heart like this over here. Now, one of the things I did say that I am going to do moving forward and throughout the book, I have these little heart stickers that I cannot find because I want them. Oh, here we go. That are just small little Miss Grossman's. They're multiple colors. There's just little bitty. So I will be going through probably after the fact and remembering exactly what we did like and what we didn't, and anything that we liked or loved, I will put a heart on. So this is definitely one of those because these were like bugles, and my son and daughter both loved them. And I'm gonna stick with the theme on this page with the color of the flag. I don't think I'm going to do that every time because obviously I don't have certain colors in these little baby hearts, and I want to be consistent with these, and I have plenty. This is not even all of them. So this is definitely one thing that we did love, and I don't want to put them on these because it's just for like these individuals. Okay, so the other thing that I have that I think I want to bring in is this really cute little banner. It does have multiple colors on there, but I think that most of these colors will pull from what I have already on here, and I'm going to put it right, making sure I'm getting it over there far enough. Yep, here, and it goes all the way across. It's got the reds and the yellows, and there's like some orangey tones there, and it'll pull in from this and this pink in here and that light blue. All right, plus there's tons of color in this picture of the box. Okay, so the only other thing I want to do is add something else over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and use something from this lovely kit that I have. And I think that what I want to use is this word, fiesta. Okay. Because we definitely had a big old party. This was actually on Mother's Day. But I'm gonna use this over here, and it is like a purpley red color, but I am perfectly okay with that. Adding some extra colors is okay, especially when it ties into this sticker. And like I said, lots of colors in here. Okay, now I am going to go back now that I am done with all of that, and I am going to put this globe. I'm going to tuck it under here a little and have it right there. Not far from where I had it in the first place. Okay, and I actually am going to do one more thing because I don't like these little corners peeking out down here. And since I have already used some of this on here, I am going to pull this color strip here that matches that. This is all out of that Recollections brand. And I'm going to put it down here as well. That'll be along the same lines as up there with the banner. It's from the same sticker collection. It's got the same colors, and voila. Now, totally different than this, but the concept was the same, and not too terribly different from this. I did use some of the washi there, and the border, of course, and I just added one extra picture. And I'm not really titling these pages just because they're all from you know, the country, and there will be a title page for each country. So this will be the second page in the book for each of these times in 2019, 2021. And that'll be it for this page. I hope you will come back. I do have more Spain pages that I'm going to finish up, and then after that is our holiday adventure to a bunch of different countries for holiday fair. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you get a chance to do some scrapbooking and get outside and spend time with family and friends. And I hope to see you again really soon. Happy scrapping.